Well, hi, this is Clint Taylor with your Hope for Today. Hey, have you ever thought about that scenario where Jesus called his first 12 disciples? Well, there's a passage in Luke 9 that describes it pretty well. And Jesus says to them, I want you to go out now and I want you to take nothing with you. Don't take any extra money. Don't take any food. Don't take any extra clothing. Don't worry about your shelter. Just trust me. Well, can you imagine their reaction here? Those are pretty specific and probably terrifying marching orders here, but he actually did it. So boiling it down here, this plan of, hey, take nothing with you because you'll be provided for when the moment of your need comes up. So don't you think it's pretty remarkable that these guys just didn't rebel and defect and say goodbye right then and there? What do you think it is that enabled these 12 very ordinary men, very, very flawed men, sinful people, what enabled them to step out with such extraordinary faith? Well, it's really no coincidence that Jesus' directive to them had come after many, many, many experiences that they already had watching Jesus do simply what he was asking them to do. So what was the result? Well, God knew. God knew when they had enough experiences to start stepping out in faith. They'd seen him do it, and now he was expecting them to do it. That's right. So as it turned out, this combination of, hey, take nothing with you, but receive everything was a winning combination indeed. Because you see, when we offer ourselves to Jesus, believing in faith that he's going to be faithful and live up to the promises that he's already made, he enters into our lack. And he replaces that lack with more and more and more of himself. For the disciples, that meant they got to see thousands of people being healed, body, mind, and spirit. Yeah, but it all started with being sent. And if we're honest and we look back at our lives, we'll be able to see many, many, many times that we've been provided for, empowered, brought out of bad situations, would not have been possible without that divine intervention of Jesus. So here's the question to think about. These disciples shared many, many, many of our fears. But can you now fear less now that you've seen how God has met your needs? And can you trust him to continue to do so as he calls you to step out in extraordinary faith and trust in him?